Hey there, this is Scott again. In the last video I showed you how to download and install Jing and also how to set up a screencast.com account, which is at the end of Jing. So if you install it correctly, you should see screencast.com as part of your Jing repertoire. Okay, so how do you use this thing? It's really, really simple. See this yellow sun way up on the very top center of my screen? Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's got three icons when it pops out. Capture, History, and More. So just so you know, if you ever want to shut this thing down, because it will run as long as your computer's on and as long as it's been installed, unless you set it up to not run on setup, then you need to shut it off right here. So you go to More and then exit Jing. Okay, so you can go ahead and play around with that at your leisure. But for this particular video, we're going to go ahead and capture a screencast. Okay, so when I first click it, you'll notice that this orange thing pops up. And what it's asking me to do is go ahead and the crosshairs want me to size it out. So I'm going to start at the very top left, and I'm going to move it down holding the left mouse button, and then I'm going to go right above my icons. They don't need to see my icons when I'm doing a screencast, right? Okay, so now it's loaded up. It's ready to rock and roll. You'll notice that it's got several buttons down here when I've moved the crosshairs up to the right position. Now you can adjust the screencast size, so if it's not perfectly centered or whatever, before you record, go ahead and make sure it's centered. And you're going to use one of these buttons here, either capture an image, which is a still shot, or you're going to capture video, which is what we're going to do today. You can redo the selection. You can also cancel the recording if you mess up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit capture video. When I do that, it's going to start counting down 3, 2, 1, and now we're live. So anything I'm talking about right now is live. I went ahead and loaded up this example of a slideshow. You won't be using something like this. I'm going to have to manually click through it, but you can see as I'm talking, I can click things. I can use I can use everything just as if it was live, because I am live. It's recording live right now. So the aim of this is to get your message across really quickly. Over on the left-hand side here, you can see that the timer is counting up. So I want to keep this under a minute and a half if I can. Anything longer than, say, a minute, minute and a half, the customer starts to get bored, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is start talking. I'm going to get right to the point. I'll say like, "Hi Mary, this is Scott with Banana Profits. Earlier today we talked about getting your brand together and really improving it. So here's what I wanted to show you today. Just real quick, here's what we can do for you. Ideally, we should get together and talk about your brand because it's got some issues, okay? So that's it. Just wanted to say hi to you, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks." When I'm done recording, I hit the stop button. Okay, when I hit the stop button, you'll notice that a screen pops up. This is the recorded video that I just took right here. Okay, down below here, it has the name and also ways that I can share it. I can save it to my computer. I can edit it in Camtasia Studio if I have it, and I'm actually using Camtasia, but if you don't buy it, you can't use that. Cancel, if I wanted to start over again from scratch, I could hit cancel, and then finally I can customize the Jing buttons. For what you're going to be using this for, you only need to really remember two things. First of all, we want to change the name. The reason why is because, let me spell demo correctly. The reason why is because it starts off with a date and timestamp. And so unless you're got a superhuman ability to remember stuff, exactly when it happened, when you go back to find that screencast, if you need to, if it's not properly labeled, it's going to be difficult. So just make it easier on yourself. Go ahead and rename it to something that makes sense with this video. I might have called this one Mary's Brand Video, or just demo to just Jing Demo, because that's really what this is about. All right, and next thing I need to do is share it. Okay, I could save it to my computer, but you get 2 gigabytes of space on the cloud, on Jing's cloud. So why don't we just go ahead and use Screencast, make life a lot easier. Click the button, and you'll notice that what happens is it automatically uploads to screencast.com. That's all it's doing right now. While it's loading up here, I'm going to get rid of some of these screens. Okay, so that I don't need any of this anymore. It's just uploading the video. Don't want to close that yet because I'm going to show you what happens next. While it's uploading, I can start doing other stuff in the background. I went ahead and started a letter to Mary. And I said, "Hi Mary, here's the video we discussed. You'll notice what happened. It went away pretty quickly up there. Let me see if I can get back to it. Actually, it went away already, but automatically, without you having to do anything, it's already captured in your clipboard. So if I just hit paste, if I right click and hit paste, that video URL is right here. I didn't have to go and find it or hunt it down or anything. It's already preloaded into my clipboard. Isn't that cool? So I might go ahead and just hit enter a couple times and say, Dear Mary, as we talked about yesterday, I went ahead and cut a quick video for you to watch. It's under a minute. So please let me know when you've watched it. Let's try to put the onus on her to call us tomorrow. I will, as we discussed also, it would help if I type correctly. I'll be looking forward to your call at noon tomorrow. So we would have already prearranged this in our first initial contact when I first got her email address. Okay, I would have said, hey, I'll give you a video. I want to do a video about your issues, and what I will do is cut the video today. I want you to watch it. It'll only be a couple minutes or less, and please, once you're done with it, just give me a quick reply. Even so, I want to speak with you tomorrow at noon. Is that okay? Will that work for you? If noon won't work, then how about 1 o'clock? What we want to do is try to tie them down with the time, okay, so that they just don't forget about us. It's real simple to forget. It's less simple to forget now that we got a nice video for them, but you get the point. All right, so here's what we've done. We've quickly created a short video, got to the point, did a quick email that's talked about what this video is going to be about that we would have already discussed in the previous conversation, did the video, and pasted it here within a relatively short amount of time. The more you do these things, the faster it becomes too. So you'll have your slideshow all hooked up, and you'll just push a couple buttons and then hit paste and you're done. The beauty with this thing is its simplicity. Okay, I didn't have to remember where it was stored. I didn't have to remember how to hit the buttons. All I had to do is hit record. When it was done, it uploaded it automatically to Screencast, and it put it into the clipboard for me where I just go ahead and hit paste wherever I want. And you'll notice too that, let me just show you, that if I hit paste right now, it's still up there. This is my video I just captured, right? Okay, so she's going to see this when she clicks. Anything I'm talking about right now is live. I went ahead and loaded up this, that I'm talking over myself. But you can see that it's just loaded up there. Okay, so one last thing I want to show you about the capture for right now is the history. Let's say you've forgotten where it is. You went ahead, your computer crashed, or you had some kind of issue and you need to get back into your videos that are up on Screencast. This is your cloud. This is where all of your videos are stored on Screencast.com. As long as you have Jing loaded up, then you just go to click history and it pops up with your particular videos. Now you'll notice this is the one I just cut. This is the one on the left. It starts off, the most recent will always be on the left and the least recent will be on the right. Okay, so like I didn't follow my own advice on these first two because I just wanted to kind of cut one real quick. I already know this is my first video and I already know that this is the one I just did. So you'll notice if I hover over it, some information happens. I can see the name, I can see what kind of video it is, how big it is, what date and time it was cut, the size, and also if it was shared or not. Okay, now because I did this, let me show you this too. Because I'm sending this out right now, once I hit send, Jing now knows that I just shared this. Okay, it doesn't know where it went or whatever, but it knows that I just shared this particular video. So if I try to delete it, it should pop up. Deleting the selected capture will delete it from both your history and the stored location. Actually, I don't know if it. I'll have to test that some more because I know it comes up with different verbiage after a while. It'll say like anything that you've saved, like videos, like emails or whatever, will no longer be available. So it kind of warns you that you've already used it. But let's just say you want to get rid of one that you don't need anymore, because you do get 2 gigabytes and it will fill up eventually. Just click it once and then click on the delete key, and that's it. If you want to share this again, let's say that you wanted to use this in the same email. Let's say that Mary says, "Oh, I never got your email, Scott. What happened?" No problem. I just go back to this history. I go to the video and I click this again, share, and you notice that it automatically went up to my clipboard again. Then, just remember that whenever you click the trident, it automatically goes up into your clipboard. Then I'll just go back to my email and just do it again. Let me just give her, "Hi Mary, here it is again," and I just hit paste, and that's it. And I send it once again. Okay, so that's all for this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to put together a slideshow, so that you can actually put together a professional-looking slideshow with very little effort. So while you're talking, you can have all these cool images in the background. It won't be any audio because you don't want to have a distraction, but it will be cool stuff and pertinent to the point you're trying to make. Okay, this is Scott. Take care.